Good morning, lunatics. Welcome to Morning Java. Morning Java brought to you, as always, Taylor, by our good friends at the Get-Go Cafe and Market, where I just got all of my leftover coffee that I just drank on my hands.
On the table.
You can get a really good burger there,
Yeah.
and we're heading into summer.
Yeah, they definitely upgraded their burgers. I mean, but no, I'm more about the milkshakes right now.
What burger milkshake?
They go together. They go together. Definitely, get a burger and a cotton candy milkshake.
Cotton candy?
Yeah.
Whew.
Incredible.
Okay. I'm more of like a vanilla. I don't know. I'm pretty
it's
plain.
basic, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty basic Sunday milkshake guy. Anyway, let's talk a little bit about hockey. Is that cool? It's the off season for the Penguins, which is still super weird for me to comprehend.
Clearly, yeah.
But let's not talk about like the direct actual playing hockey.
Mm-hmm.
Was there any storyline over the season that you really liked, or that kind of like, played into
Yeah,
you?
I mean, for me personally, I like seeing the Wilkes-Barre guys come up just because I've covered them, I've talked to them in Wilkes-Barre. That's Wilson, Bluger, and Adam Johnson. Seeing them come up is really cool. I mean, they're all kind of at different points. Like Adam Johnson, he's a young guy. Teddy Bluger's kind of been waiting around for a couple of years. He's been ready for a while. And then Garrett Wilson, an older guy, for him to come in, and then to stick around and his first NHL goal. It was really cool to see all that.
Yeah, I loved covering those guys.
Yeah.
Obviously, I mean, down in Tampa Bay, was that Wilson's first goal?
Yeah, I think it was on the road. Yeah.
Yeah, and Bluger, I think, was involved in it. And
Yeah.
Bluger also was throwing some bows down there, got in a big fight. I mean, it was fun to cover the kind of the youth or the young but experienced, maybe in the minor league side of stuff. I liked two other additions, and you guys are going to be shocked about this, but the day that Jared McCann and Nick Bugstad joined the team, it was just so unique to watch that unfold from the morning, really.
Yeah.
Because they're acquired. They're pulled from their morning skate in Florida.
I mean, just straight chaos.
They fly up, their flight's delayed. They don't know if they're going to make it. They're carrying their own gear on the flight. They're flying commercial. Their gear's on the flight. It's nuts.
Yeah.
And then they chug a Red Bull. They share a Red Bull.
Yeah.
Going onto the ice.
Yeah, no, I mean, the whole day was, because I know Sullivan's pregame, he's like, the plan's to have them in, and everyone's kind of like, how are they going to get in the lineup? And then you're down there, you're kind of out by the docks. And
I was like trying to wait for them.
You see like Dana Hines out there with a cart, and it's like, oh, no, they're actually going to make it, and they cut it so close. They weren't out there for warm-ups. But yeah, as like the anthem is like winding down, they're both sharing a Red Bull coming down the tunnel. That was pretty cool.
And to see the guys like greet them at the bench, like we don't even know if they got to interact like before then.
Yeah.
But anyway, Jared McCann was really cool after that game, and still kind of love the guy. Okay, Taylor. Last week, Dan wrote, he talked to Jim Rutherford one-on-one, talked a lot about who might be on the block, who might be beyond the block and actually moving, stuff like that. I don't get the sense, you don't, DK doesn't, that Evgeny Malkin is going anywhere.
No, I mean, even just the logistics of it, it would be pretty, he has a full no movement clause. You'd have to find a team he wants to go to that could take on his contract, that could give you a return. Like, it's just so unlikely.
Forget that, though.
Yeah. We're not talking about that.
You're trading Evgeny Malkin.
Yeah.
What do you get in return, or what do you need to get in return to logistically trade Evgeny Malkin? Forget all the other logistical.
It's just so crazy. I don't know how you can even entertain the idea.
What would you have? What would you need, though?
I mean, you'd need to get some kind of help at forward in return. I don't know. I've seen people, but then what? I don't know.
Yeah, help it forward. Are you talking about like second and third line wings?
That's the thing.
You're
I
going to
don't
get
know.
4 of them to replace Malkin?
Well, and then I've seen people, the defense could be upgraded, but then like, what kind of defenseman are you going to get back from Evgeny Malkin, where like you're not going to have like so much money tied up in the defense? Someone asked me about like PK Subban. It's like, do you know how much money they'd have tied up in the defense? Like, it just. Yeah.
Okay, so moving on from Evgeny Malkin, it's like you can't get a return, right, for his value. What do you get for Phil Kessel?
See, that's hard because he's the value he has right now with Toronto still retaining some of his salary. It's pretty. He's getting, the Penguins are only paying, I think, $6.8 million. It would be hard to replace what he contributes for $6.8 million.
Yeah, you're still talking about a guy who's in top 5 in Penguins scoring. Did he finish third? Was he third in scoring?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I mean, you're talking. He's a guy whose ceiling is way up here, and he went through that giant month-long lapse or whatever of really not scoring, and he's still among the Penguins' best scorers.
Well, I mean, you talk about his value. He's so cheap. Both the Penguins are paying him. I just don't see. I mean, they're too easy trades. I mean, they're gonna have to trade someone on the defense just because of who they have locked up. There's 6 guys under contract, not counting Pettersson, not counting Riikola.
Okay, so forget about Olli Maatta, the guy that everybody wants
to
trade. The other guy that half of Pittsburgh wants to trade, Chris Letang. Yeah. What do you get for Chris Letang that makes it worth it?
See, that's hard too. Like, because I know people are talking about him, you know, his defensive deficiencies, and that's kind of what he got snippy about on cleanout day. He was like, well, do you want me to stop making plays? Because then people are going to say, why is Chris Letang
you're going to write about my bad offense?
Yeah, so I don't know.
Okay, so you trade Olli Maatta, and you can't trade any of
Tristan Jarry. That's the other easy one, because he needs waivers next season.
Okay, so you're not moving any of the people that anybody wants to move because you can't get a good enough return for them. So what do? What is the realistic solution for next season?
Well, I mean, I think Malkin, it's easy to fix him. Like, I mean, that's probably not the way we phrase it, but that. I mean, he has to just play more responsibly. I mean, he's getting older, and he can't make the same plays he did 10 years ago. He kind of has to adapt. I don't know. I mean, there's the real easy stuff. How about, you know, like the loud fourth line guys will be back, and like, you know, Blueger can have a
fourth line. You mean like Dominic Simone?
I mean, that's probably where he should be, but but I mean, upgrading the fourth line isn't. Not when Garrett Wilson was tied for your leading scorer in the playoffs. So, it's not an easy answer.
Taylor, what are you doing this fall?
Hockey season, what are you doing?
I mean, hockey season, but I'm getting married.
Congrats.
I will not, however, be, nor will Molly, on the Real Fiancés of Pittsburgh hockey show that is non-existent, but hey, let's pretend that it's real.
No, I mean, clean-out day, locker room clean-out day, everyone kind of asks the players, like, what are you doing this summer? You got any fun plans? And it's like, I feel like half of them are like, I'm getting married. It's Goodbranson, Wilson, Rust, and DeSmith. They all, so busy summer. Do you think they'll plan it out? Like, okay, I have this date, so you can't be this weekend. Like,
here's the better question. Like, Goodbranson's been on the team for like 2 months. Is he like guaranteed an invite to Casey DeSmith's wedding?
Yeah, no, and I think the coolest story is Rust, how he met his fiance. I heard about it, like they talked about it in like a Wilkes-Barre podcast. So Rust's fiance, her brother's on Wilkes-Barre.
Okay.
Jarrett Burton, he's like a depth guy. And Jarrett Burton, he used to be in Wheeling with their other brother. Like, it's just such a small world, and the way they met
real
is
fiancés. The
Burton family. I can't remember wherever they're from in Canada. They live next door to the Daly family. So when Trevor Daly came to Pittsburgh, Rust's future fiance was like their live-in nanny, and like they met Rust. She met Rust. So yeah, it's a really small world.
Trevor Daly's a good-looking dude. Like, these are all good. These are gonna be good-looking grooms. I mean, Daly's not getting married, but you know, everybody else is.
Does Molly know you're saying that about Trevor Daly?
I mean, she will when this runs. So, I mean, Trevor Daly, if you want to come to the wedding, if you want to interrupt, if you want to be like, I object. I don't think we're doing that. We like asked one of our friends to like, you know, do all the stuff, officiating, I think it's called. So like, he's probably not going to ask like if anybody has a reason why like my best friend in the world should not marry this like dude, like this guy. I mean, Trevor Daly's not going to like interject for Molly. He'd be like, hey, I remember that guy. He used to shoot photos of her.
Is Trevor Daly coming to the wedding?
No, but I'm asking. Trevor.
You want Trevor
if you want to come.
Okay.
I don't have a cup that I can pass you or anything, but like I'll give you a beer if you want to come.
Are you hoping he objects? Like, is that...
No, I'm not hoping. I'm just saying that
if he wants to, you wouldn't be opposed.
No, I mean, he's a good looking dude. That's all I'm saying. Who do you think is going to have the best food, though, at the wedding?
Best food? That's tough.
I'm going Goodbranson. I'm jumping right on it. He's a big guy. He's got like, he walks around with his shirt off like all the time. Like the only time we ever saw him with the shirt on was when clean out and when they did the shirts off your back. He put one on. So I think he's gonna like get married, and then start raging and take his shirt off. And he's going to be walking around with his washboard abs, and he's going to be like eating just all of the good food and then working out until hockey season so that he can walk around with his shirt off again.
I'm not going to argue that. I think you pretty much did.